If you want to launch an online store quickly, a print-on-demand store is a great option. So let's talk about how to find product ideas that will sell, how to create the designs even if you are not an artist, plus how to set everything up so you can design and launch your store in just 1 week. Print-on-demand lets you design your products and connect to a printing company for fulfillment, which means that you don't have to carry any inventory and you can create new designs quickly to work with the latest trends. This really helps you keep your startup cost lower, especially in the beginning when you're trying to find a design that works best for your ideal customer and converts into more sales. Deciding on your product niche and who your ideal customer is honestly going to be the most important part. You want to find a big enough audience size so you can grow your store and make daily sales. But they also have to be a passionate audience so that they're actually going to be buying from you. It also helps if you are interested in the product or audience, so that it keeps you engaged and excited to keep marketing your store. Before creating any product designs, I always like to start with market research first. Let me show you how I use different sources for market research: Google, Etsy, and social media. Let's say we're going with the niche of pets, which is super broad, obviously. Now let's narrow in our focus and come up with some product ideas by going to the Google Keyword Planner. We'll type in a few related keywords like dog mom, pet mom, dog dad, cat dad, and pet dad, just to get us started. We can now take a look at the average monthly searches and the competition. Right off the bat, we can see that cat dad has a ton of monthly searches and also has medium competition with the people purchasing Google ads. Cat mom also has some good volume and low competition. Now this is just based on what people are searching for in Google and the amount of competition based on who is buying ads for these. So let's write these down and head over to Etsy now for more research. I'm going to type in cat dad into the search bar and see some existing designs that are already out there. This gives us inspiration for product ideas and lets us see what type of products are selling well, like t-shirts versus mugs. You can also see how many sales a store has had and then look at their total reviews for an individual product to get a better idea of how it's selling for them. Also, since you're doing print on demand and don't have to carry any inventory, it's really easy to offer personalization to your products, like adding a name or special design that they get to pick. This does take some additional time per order for you to customize, but I found that personalized products sell better. And honestly, once you set up your design files, it really only adds 5 to 10 minutes per order in additional time. Remember, with Etsy, we are not copying designs. We're just using it to see what's already selling nicely for our niche. Lastly, go to the social media platform your ideal customer is hanging out online, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, etc. Type in your relevant keywords and look to see the amount of accounts and posts about it, or any related memes or recurring themes. This helps when thinking through product ideas as well as graphics that you can make later for social media posts to promote your product. Okay, now that we've done some ideas for our products, it's time to actually design them. And don't worry, you don't have to be an artist to do this. You can actually purchase illustrations and add to them to make them your own. One of my favorite sites to buy illustrations from is Creative Market. Just use their search feature and look for illustrations or designs relevant to your product ideas. You can find things like realistic illustrations, watercolor designs, icons, or even background patterns that you can use to build out your design. Just make sure that you purchase the commercial license so you can legally resell the item on a product. Also look for a transparent background or a PNG file type so that it's easier to edit. If you're going the more personalized route, then look for designs that can be bought in a set. This way they all have the same style illustration to choose from. Once you've purchased your design, head over to canva.com and let's build out your design file so it's ready for the printer. First off, we need to set up the file size correctly based on the printer that you're using. For this tutorial, I am using Printful. I'll cover more about why I like them in a minute though. First, let's just head over to their catalog and we can figure out what size file we need to set up. When you find a product that you like in their catalog, scroll down to see their file guidelines. So for our printing choice and a front print, it's going to be a 12 by 16 inch design. Now let's go to Canva and create a new design. Choose custom size and put in our measurements. We can then upload our illustrations that we just purchased in the uploads area. and then add in some text to build out our design. I love using Canva because it's a free online editor and has so many customization options. Just a heads up though that I recommend you download a transparent background version of your design so that it prints correctly. For this option, you have to have a Canva Pro account, which is $12.99 per month. That does include social media scheduling though, which is super awesome. So honestly, I find it a worthwhile investment for any small business. You can actually get a free trial for Canva Pro if you click the link below. Okay, now that I've got my design set up, I'm going to finish adding in some text, and then when I've got it how I want, I'm gonna click share and download. I'm gonna make sure to download the file type PNG and choose transparent background so that I get the best quality for printing. Now I'm ready to set it up with the Print on Demand app. There are so many different print on demand apps that connect seamlessly with Shopify. They all have different pros and cons and offer a wide variety of products. So I recommend going to the Shopify App Store and looking at their catalog of different products, their turnarounds for their printing and shipping, as well as their reviews to see what other people are saying. My favorite print-on-demand app is Printful. It can honestly be a bit more expensive than other providers. So that means either you have lower profit margins or you increase your prices to be a slightly bit higher than your competition. I don't mind the higher cost though, because they also have a lot of pros. They have a large catalog of products, so I can constantly try out new ones to see what my customers want. Plus, it's all printed and shipped by one company instead of another popular print-on-demand app like Printify that comes from tons of different providers. This is important to me because it means that all my products ship in one box to one customer. My goal is to get them to buy multiple products, and I always set up upsells on my site to incentivize customers to buy multiple items like a t-shirt, coffee mug, and sticker. By doing this, I make more of a profit because I've already spent the money on advertising to get the customer to my site in the first place. I know they're interested in my product niche, so they're more likely to be interested in another product as well. Since I'm using Printful, this makes it super easy to ship all the items they order in one box and pay only one shipping fee. I've used other apps like Printify before and found this to be so hard to scale because I was paying multiple shipping fees when they got multiple products. Plus they were all shipping separately, and that was very annoying for many customers, and my customer support emails were definitely higher. You can easily add Printful to your Shopify store and set up a free account. Once you've created your account, go to stores, then connect to e-commerce platform to add the app to your store and connect your account. You can also add in multiple stores like an Etsy store and connect it to the same Printful account so that all your orders are in one place. This is super helpful. Now that your store is connected, it's time to add in our first product. Again, Printful has a large catalog of products that you can choose from. I'm gonna start designing the Cat Dad shirt first. So when looking for the t-shirt I look at the pricing, turnaround time for printing, how many colors are available, and also the reviews. Now it's time to customize our shirt design. We're gonna pick direct to garment printing, choose the shirt colors that we will offer and the sizes. I'm just going to go a little bit basic with the shirt colors because my designs are pretty colorful already and I don't want them to clash too much. I'm going to upload my design from Canva and apply it to the mock-up. I can then resize it and move it around so it fits on the shirt exactly like how I want it to. You can also create designs for additional areas of the shirt like a back design, label, and sleeve, but these do cost additional, so just keep that in mind. For the image mockup, I'm just gonna pick a basic version and I'll share with you in just a minute how I create my own custom images for my store. Now we're going to confirm a few details like the product title, description, tags, and collection. Don't worry though, you can change all of this later on in your Shopify store, so you don't have to get it perfect now. We'll also set up our pricing and you can see how it changes depending on the Printful price. Then click submit to add it to your store. If you want to add other options for your product, like the ability to choose a specific cat style, for example, then we've got a few additional steps to set up. Go to your new product in your Shopify store, go to the variant section and add another option. For this, I'm going to choose style and type in the names of a few different cat color options, then hit save. This automatically creates them in Shopify and adds in the options for each shirt color and size, but now we need to sync it with Printful. Go Go to your Printful dashboard now and go to Settings, Orders, and check the box to import existing products, then click Save. Now click on Stores in the menu and your Shopify store. Then we're going to click Refresh Data to pull in our recent changes from our Shopify product. We'll then click Edit for our product and can change the print files there individually for our new products. Just click on the checkbox for each product variant. So I'm going to select all of the orange cat options, then choose Change Print File. You can now go through the same process as before with uploading your print file, sizing and placing it correctly on your product, and choosing your mockup. Repeat this process for each additional variant design that you have, and you can confirm that it's updated through Printful and that the mockup files are synced to your Shopify store as well. Okay, now let's talk about product photography for a second. This is crucial to getting sales online because your product photography will be shown on your website, paid ads, and social media. So if it sucks or it's just a basic mockup like everyone else, then guess what? Your sales are gonna suck too. For great product photography, I have 3 ways that I get high quality images for my store. My fastest solution is Placeit, which has a huge library of mockups for different print-on-demand products like apparel, mugs, phone cases, and bags. You can search for the type of image that you're looking for, then upload your design, change the product color, and customize it to look like your actual product. They have such a great selection of images, so you can get pretty niche when looking for photos, like a photo with a guy holding a cat. They also have product videos you can customize too, so there are a ton of options. My favorite option for photos is actually to order samples of your products and take the photos yourself. You can stylize them however you want, and it gives you full creative control for the photos. Plus, I always recommend ordering a sample of any products before you start selling it so that you can test out the quality, ordering process, and shipping times. Lastly, you can hire a photographer on Fiverr that you like and ship the products to them. This really ranges in pricing, but gives you a nice variety of images that you can use for marketing your store. Now that we've got some great quality images for our store, it's time to tie everything together and build out our Shopify store. It's important in this step to design your store with your ideal customer in mind and build out your store's design and copy to speak to them directly. You want to think about what their hopes and their dreams are and how you can share that in your copy and store images. Don't just design your store based on what you like, but what they like. Also think about how you can add different trust markers on your store so that they feel safe purchasing from you. This also helps your product page to be really scannable, especially for mobile devices. I also always love to add on a review app. So as you begin making sales, they can leave a product review, and this really helps establish social proof for future customers. When designing your store, make sure to prioritize your collection and product pages and have all the necessary info there. Sure, your homepage is important to design. However, most likely you're going to be sending them to a product page from social media or in an ad. So don't make them search your site for answers to their questions. You want to get them to your product within 1 to 2 clicks and make it really easy and fast for them to purchase from you. Also, don't forget to highlight other products that they'd be interested in as well, so you can increase your average order value. I actually go through designing this Shopify store in just 30 minutes in another video, so check that out over here if you want more of a step-by-step design tutorial. And if you want to see the full step-by-step process of building out your Shopify store, including setting up your shipping, taxes, launching your store with the domain, then check out my Ecom in a Weekend crash course for only $37. That includes 22 different step-by-step Shopify tutorials.